aka Sky. So as I said, I would make a more in-depth video showing Oscar Van Deventer's geared mix-up cube and the modifications I've done to it. So first I'd like to show you the rotation of the puzzle. So right here. You can see that the puzzle rotates right now fairly smoothly. I would compare the turning to something of an Eashtein puzzle. It does lock a little bit and doesn't cut corners very well, but the turning is very smooth. I can practically finger trick it. So here you are. And here are the mix-up moves. And as you could tell, these gears from the edges are very stable during half turns, and the puzzle has lost a lot of its wiggling room. So I'm going to show now how I did this. The first thing I did was modification of the internal 2x2. And essentially, although it is not a land mech, it's good enough to just show what I did. So there is a bandage part right here, and just like this, and the core is made of two half spheres. So what I did was I added a layer of super glue just along this edge right here, to add some almost negative tolerance, so to speak. I did the same thing on the edges of the bandage 3x3, and I did the same thing on the edges. Edges of the corners, right here. And the mechanism is V-cube. Also, I put a layer of super glue underneath this part right here on the V-cube mechanism. And what that did was that reduced the wiggle room this way and also tightened the corners in further. So this worked very well. The corners do have some wiggle room still, but overall the 2x2 became a lot more stable. Also, under this corner right here, I added a spring, so that worked very well. The next thing I did, which again was simple modification, was, let me just take out an edge. I added a layer of super glue to the edges of all of these parts. Same with the centers of the puzzle, which are pretty much identical, so I don't need to pull them down. And I also tightened this screw, which turns the gears. So, overall, once I put this back in, you can see that this has had a very positive effect on the puzzle. The puzzle now turns excellent. And here's a little bit of its mixing up, see? So, thank you all for watching my modification of Oscar Van Deventer's Mix-Up gear cube. I hope anyone who has ordered this puzzle will take these modifications into consideration. I would highly suggest it. And thank you all for watching. Have a nice day.